everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll tell you the story of Tenali Rama and the trick sword. One bright morning in the court of King Krishnadevaraya, a foreign merchant arrived. He came from Arabia, bringing with him exotic species, fine silk and a gleaming object wrapped in velvet. Your Majesty, he said, I bring you the most precious items from my land, a magical sword. It can cut through iron and never misses its target. The sword looked fearsome, with a curved silver blade inlaid with gems. The merchant called it the Blade of Truth. The court was abuzz, ministers murmured, even the royal guards stepped back when the merchant drew the sword and sliced clean through a bronze shield in one swing. King Krishnadevaraya was impressed. I shall test this sword myself. If it proves worthy, I will reward you handsomely. Tenali Rama, who had been quietly watching, smiled. Your Majesty, if I may, this sword is surely remarkable, but is it truly magical or just a trick? The merchant scowled. Are you accusing me of deceit? Rama shrugged politely. I'm only suggesting that all things magical should be tested thoroughly. The king agreed. Rama, you have until tomorrow to inspect this sword. Then we shall see if it is genuine. That evening, Tenali Rama visited the merchant's camp. He offered to buy the sword for twice its value. No, said the merchant smugly. Only a king deserves such a blade. Rama noticed the merchant never touched the sword blade directly and always used gloves. This raised suspicion. Later that night, Rama sneaked into the merchant's tent with his friend, a blacksmith named Murthy. Under torchlight, Murthy inspected the sword carefully. This is clever, he said. The blade has a chemical coating. It reacts with bronze and iron to weaken them. It's not magic, just trickery. Rama nodded. Then tomorrow we shall test it, my way. The next day, the king called for the public test in the palace courtyard. A crowd had gathered to witness the magic blade. The merchant stood confidently beside the king. Your Majesty, allow me to show you again how it cuts through iron like butter. He picked up a second shield and sliced through it effortlessly. The crowd gasped. King Krishnadevaraya smiled at Tenali. Rama, would you like to try next? Tenali Rama stepped forward, holding a similar shield. Of course, Maharaj. But I brought my own iron, forged this morning by our royal blacksmith. He handed the shield to the merchant. Please, kind sir, try slicing this one. The merchant hesitated. He swung the sword, but instead of slicing through, the blade bounced off with a metal clang. Gasps turned into murmurs. Rama stepped forward. This is no magical sword. It is coated with a substance that corrodes old bronze or weakened iron. But against fresh steel, it fails. The merchant turned pale. Impossible! The blade must be dulled. Rama took the sword and rubbed the blade with a cloth. A fine white powder came off. The trick lies in this powder, a mixture of quicklime and chemicals that eat through certain metals. The king's eyes narrowed. So, you try to deceive me with a fake magic sword? The king said. Rama bowed. My king, the real weapon is knowledge, not glittering lies. The king ordered the merchant to return all gifts and pay a fine for deceit. The crowd cheered Tenali Rama's cleverness. Let this be a lesson, the king declared. Never trust a sharp blade more than a sharp mind. He turned to Rama with a smile. And once again, your wit has saved the kingdom from a fool's trick. Rama simply smiled and replied. Sometimes even a shining sword bows before a thinking brain. So the moral of the story is that appearances can deceive, but truth always shines through clever thinking. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another twist, another tale and another truth. Bye bye, see you very soon.